Good things have been happening to me and I feel good. I just want to share my energy with you guys today. I was gifted a puppy. His name is Hades, and you guys would probably see him running around and trying to climb up of me. He's just 8 weeks old and he is the cutest little thing ever. But yes, my heart is melting absolutely and I feel so good. I want to talk about how I was able to save $21,000 in such a short period of time. I started saving in December of 2020 and now we're in September of 2021, and so far I've been able to save $21,000 in just 10 months, you guys. I have never been able to do that before. I have never been able to save that much ever in my life. I've never been able to save that much in such a short period of time. So in this video, I will be talking about how I was able to do that. I don't have things figured out. I just try to have a balance between going with the flow and also doing things that are better for me in the long run to avoid beating around the bush too much. I will break this video down into 3 parts. I will talk about my income. I will talk briefly about my income. The second one would be talking about things that I did that made it easier for me to save in such a short period of time. In 10 months, 10 months. The last portion of the video, we will go into the nitty-gritty, basically break down how much I saved every month. So yeah. My name is Ivy. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I post fashion and self-growth videos every Friday. But moving forward, I will be posting my self-growth videos on Tuesdays and posting my fashion videos on Fridays. So you guys get 2 videos in a week moving forward. In my self-growth videos, I basically talk about tips I'm practicing to make myself better and just improve as a person, just to hold myself accountable. Basically just document things that I'm doing to improve myself, little tips here and there, and little habits I'm trying to learn to be better. Hopefully also inspire someone who is going through a similar phase. So let's get into the video, starting with my income. So I did not want to talk about my income in this video at all. Because it's just, I don't want people to know how much I get paid. It's just, I don't know. I do not want people knowing how much I earn, but I also felt like it not be fair to talk about savings and completely leave out how much you make. My job partly is sales. So I do have a base salary of around $31,000, and then my commissions bring me to around $53,000. It could be less, it could be more, but I would say that is a good average of what I would usually make in a year. Let's move into the things that I did to save this money. So first things first, last year I was living in a condo with my roommate. At that time, with the lockdown and everything, I was spending most of the time at my boyfriend's place anyways, and I was looking to save money. My boyfriend wanted me to move in with him. I've always been like, oh, I want to wait till marriage before I move in with someone. It's just, I've always never thought I would move in with someone before we got married. But yeah, he was like, oh yeah, you can move in with me, you don't have to pay anything. You can give whatever you want, basically. You can pay in cash or kind, and you know how I paid. I'm just kidding. But he was like, yeah, you can give me anything when you move in. I want you to move in with me. So after contemplating, I decided to move in with him when my lease was up in November. So I moved in with him in December. So that also helped me. He said, anything, right? So I gave him something. I'm not going to say how much I usually give him every month, but yeah, he says you can give whatever you want each month. So yeah, I give something. That cut down my rent expenses tremendously. Never let the ring come before the bag, so so I moved in. So anyways, moved in for the bag, to secure my bag. So yes, that's the story, but I'm glad I did. We were spending a lot of time during the quarantine anyways. I was not staying at my condo at all. I was here the entire time. I was just paying rent there. So I mean, we already knew we'd be able to stay together without any issues, so it would be okay. Back in 2019, I bought my first vehicle. I was contemplating whether to finance a brand new vehicle or just buy a used vehicle. I was not the best driver because I was just getting my driver's license, right? So I decided to go for a used one because if I had like a scratch or something, it'd just be a used vehicle. I bought my vehicle for under like $6,000 and it's still been working good for me. Also, I do not have any payments on my car. I just have to pay my insurance. So when I moved in with my boyfriend, he has his own vehicle. I basically put my car on layup insurance, which just means you just pay for parking. In case something happens to your vehicle when it's packed, it's covered. So that's less than like $10. So I went from paying $180 or almost $200. I started driving in 2019. So I was a new driver, so it was obviously expensive. My insurance has gone down since now this year, but I did put my vehicle on layup insurance, so I was saving a bit of cash. So that's $200 I am saving more, right? I also was eating in most of the time. I cooked my meals at home. I deleted my Skip the Dishes app. I deleted my Uber Eats app, and that was saving money. Saving money on not going out. I mean, with the lockdown, half the time you couldn't even go to restaurants anyway. You'd have to order in. So I might as well just make my food. It's healthier for me, right? And it's better for my wallet. I guess you could save some money from not eating out a lot. But it's not like I go to restaurants every time anyways, but what happened was, when I don't eat out, the money that I would otherwise use to eat out, I would just put it towards something else. Like, I would prefer to spend my money on clothes than eat out every time. I'd rather cook in and then spend my money on clothes. It's all about things that make you happy. And my job is customer facing, right? So if you have a job where you have to face customers and they're like cursing at you, you need therapy, you need retail therapy to keep you happy, to balance things out. I wasn't denying myself. I am not the most frugal person. I feel like if I tried a little bit harder, I'd be able to save a lot more, but I was still eating lobster every now and then. Like, this eye is very sensitive. I don't know, for some reason, I always just shed a tear in this eye. I don't know why. Like, there's no air coming in and I am like, anyways, yes. Another thing that made it easier for me to save was I had a goal. I was saving for a down payment on my first home because I had a goal in mind that I wanted to buy a home at the end of this year, which is 2021. It really pushed me. And on your banking app, I bank with CIBC. So on your banking app, you can set a goal for what you want to do. Because every month you can set it up to be deducted, a certain amount to be deducted at a certain time every month. I have to mention, I have no debt whatsoever, no credit card debt. I pay as I go with my credit card. So it was easy. I wasn't paying any bills that I had behind. I was just paying my current bills. So that also made it easier. If you have debt, I'd advise that maybe you pay it up first before you start saving. You don't want all that trouble and the interest that goes with that. So it's just better to pay your debt. So I did not have any debt, and that also made it easier for me. Now we're going into the nitty-gritty, how much I saved every month. So in December, my plan was to save $1,680, right? So I did save that the first month. The second month I saved, which was January, I saved $1,680. So if you times that by 10, let's see, $1,680 times 10, that's $1,680. So my plan was to have 20 grand saved at the end of this year. So when I did $1,680 times 12, that brought me to 20,000, right? So I plan to save $1,680 for 12 months starting December. So if I do that, starting until November. So because I started in December of last year, if I did the $1,680 until November, I'd have $20,000. But I saved that for 2 months, and then I realized that with my car insurance on layup, and all that, I'd be able to even save more. So I started saving $2,000 for a couple of months. And there are some months that I was not able to do the 2,000. I saved way less. I actually started from $1,680 savings a month, and then I went up to $1,800 a month, and then I went to 2,000. There are some months I was saving 2,000. After that, some things came up, and I had to save way less than the $1,600 because I saved $2,000 on some of those months. I was still able to hit my target earlier than I planned, and I also got my taxes. So my taxes on top of that, but we're not going to talk about that in this video. So that is on top of my savings. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys next week Tuesday with another video. But no, you guys next week Friday with a fashion video. After next week Friday, the coming Tuesday, then I will start my self-growth Tuesday videos and Fashion Friday videos. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a good night and have a great weekend, and happy Independence Nigeria. Today is the 1st of October. Bye bye. The next video I post will be a surprise, and it's huge. I hope you guys are ready because next video is gonna be lit. It is gonna be lit. So I hope you guys stay tuned. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for joining me on this video. Ciao.